There's a horse breed alive today with fewer than 300 remaining individuals, and it may be the closest living link to the original wild horse before any domestication ever happened. It's on this list, and it's just the start. I'm Brian, and this is Horse House. If you're into rare breeds and stories like this one, hitting subscribe helps this channel keep making them. Today we're covering the 7 rarest horse breeds on the planet, starting with the most numerous and ending with the most critical. Stay until the end for the last one. Let's start. Number 7, the Akhal-Teke. Originally from Turkmenistan, this breed is known for its metallic shine. Its coat reflects light in a way no other horse breed does, which earned it the nickname the Golden Horse. Around 6,000 to 7,000 of these horses exist worldwide, most of them in Turkmenistan and Russia. It's one of the oldest domesticated horse breeds on record, with a history going back more than 3,000 years. Nomadic tribes across Central Asia use this horse for war and long-distance expeditions. Its endurance was so legendary, it became the target of territorial disputes. In 1935, a group of Turkmen riders took an Akhal-Teke on a journey of over 2,500 miles from Turkmenistan to Moscow, crossing hundreds of miles of desert with almost no water. The horses arrived in good condition, and that single trip is a big part of why the breed's stamina became internationally famous. The shine in the coat isn't just a trick of the light either. It comes from a unique hair structure that lacks the medulla layer most horses have, which makes each strand reflect light almost like metal. Number 6, the Cleveland Bay. This is England's oldest horse breed, and today between 700 and 1,000 remain worldwide, classified as critically endangered. In the 1960s, the situation was so severe that fewer than 30 pure stallions were left on the planet. The breed survived because Queen Elizabeth II personally stepped in, buying a colt named Mulgrave Supreme to keep the bloodline alive within the Crown's stables. To this day, the British royal family keeps horses of this breed in the royal stables. The Cleveland Bay is always the same color, a solid bay body with black mane, tail, and legs. Breeders never mix in white markings, which keeps the bloodline visually uniform and easy to recognize. Historically, this breed carried mail and cargo across the hills of Yorkshire long before railways existed, and its combination of strength and agility later made it a favorite for pulling royal carriages, a role it still holds during state occasions in the United Kingdom. Number 5, the Suffolk Punch. Unlike other heavy draft breeds, this one was bred exclusively for farm work. It was never used for war or for city transport. The worldwide population sits between 600 and 900 registered horses. The breed nearly disappeared once farm machinery replaced horses in the fields, starting in the 1960s. Every Suffolk Punch is chestnut-colored. In the breed's entire recorded history, no individual of a different color has ever existed. Despite its massive build, weighing up to 2,000 pounds, the Suffolk Punch is known for an unusually calm and cooperative temperament, which is exactly what made it ideal for plowing fields for hours without tiring or spooking. The breed's name comes from its stocky, rounded shape, since punch was an Old English term used to describe something short and thick. Every Suffolk Punch alive today can trace its bloodline back to a single stallion, foaled in 1768. Number 4, the Caspian Horse. Despite its small size, standing around 45 inches tall on average, it's classified as a horse rather than a pony because of its elegant body proportions. About 750 of these horses exist today. Its origin traces back to ancient Persia more than 3,000 years ago, and many researchers believe it's a direct ancestor of the Arabian horse, and by extension, much of the warm blood bloodlines that exist today. It was thought extinct for decades until it was rediscovered in Iran in 1965. An American breeder named Louise Firouz found a small herd near the Caspian Sea while searching for ponies suitable for children, and quickly realized these weren't ponies at all. They were a distinct, ancient breed that had survived in isolation for thousands of years. The Caspian horse is known for unusually smooth gaits and a gentle temperament, and despite its small size, it can jump and move with the athleticism of a much larger horse, which is part of why breeders suspect it shaped the Arabian bloodline centuries ago. Number 3. The Newfoundland Pony. This Canadian breed had more than 12,000 individuals in the 1970s, and in under 10 years, that number dropped to fewer than 100. And today around 250 registered breeding animals remain, mostly across Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, and Ontario. The breed survived because in 1997, the Canadian government passed a law specifically banning the export of these ponies for slaughter. It's one of the most dramatic near extinctions caused by overuse. These ponies were sold in bulk for meat for decades. For centuries, these ponies were essential to survival on the island of Newfoundland. They hauled fishing nets, carried coal, plowed small farms, and even pulled children to school, often living right alongside the families that depended on them. The breed developed its thick winter coat and calm nature through generations of harsh Atlantic winters, which is also why it's considered one of the hardiest pony breeds in the world today. Number 2, the American Cream Draft. It's the only heavy draft breed developed entirely in the United States, and the entire bloodline traces back to a single mare named Old Granny in the state of Iowa. The breed's signature color comes from a rare champagne gene, producing a cream coat, pink skin, white mane, and amber eyes, an extremely uncommon genetic combination among draft horses. Its population is estimated at a few hundred individuals, classified as critically endangered. Old Granny was purchased at a farm sale in 1911 for just $150, and nobody involved in that sale had any idea she would become the foundation of an entire breed decades later. The American Cream Draft nearly disappeared in the 1940s as tractors took over farm work across the United States, and the breed was only formally recognized and organized by breeders in 1944, right as most other draft breeds were already declining nationwide. And number 1, the Sorraia. With only 200 to 300 individuals left worldwide, split mainly between Portugal and Germany, this is considered the rarest horse breed alive, and the closest genetic match to the original wild horse of the Iberian Peninsula. It was discovered in 1920 in the Sorraia River Valley by a Portuguese zoologist, who noticed these horses matched cave paintings more than 17,000 years old found in the region. Every living Sorraia today descends from just 12 founding animals, which makes the breed extremely vulnerable genetically, but also one of the last living links to Europe's prehistoric horse. The Sorraia has a mouse gray coat with a dark stripe running down its spine, and faint zebra-like stripes on its legs, a pattern known as primitive markings, the same kind seen on truly wild equines rather than domesticated breeds. Conservation programs in Portugal and Germany now carefully manage breeding pairs to avoid inbreeding, since with such a small founding population, every single animal matters for the survival of the entire breed. That was the Sorraia, the rarest horse breed on this list, and possibly one of the rarest on the planet. Tell us in the comments which of these 7 breeds surprised you the most. And if you want to keep all of this in a visual format, there's an infographic with all 7 breeds, their population, and their origin. Click the first link in the description to download it for free. If you're new here, consider subscribing to Horse House for more stories like this one. The second part of this list, with 3 more extremely rare breeds, is coming soon.